Hey guys, so back to this. So does it say I haven't done it? Okay, yeah. So last time went on the last date with Craig and fucking died. From what I know, I think the only other date I can die on is Brian's. And I'm going to die. So the rest of them we'll just play out and see how we do with not dead. This time we're going to go on the second date with Matt, and then I'm going to finish him in the next episode, but I'm all recording it in one session, so to me it's just the one time. Matt, you know, he's just kind of, to me. It's cool that other people like him, but I think he's a bit bland. He does have a tattoo though, that's interesting. Alright, let's talk to Matt. Buy quality, not quantity. Good advice. Try to drive in a way where you never have to use your brakes. But that's not fun. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? Feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father, wanna go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once, now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo-jazz and stuff? Amanda, are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night! Aww. Amanda casts a sideways glance to me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter Amanda, the person I am a father to and very protective of. I'm honored to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. Piercing blow to my ego, the not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Defend witch house, I guess? Hey, witch house is actually a nuanced form of music that many people enjoy, and I think our dear Pablo here should be proud to be making. Or technically making, since he's only done the logo so far. Yeah. Also, I've never listened to witch house before. Nick! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do. See, I met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here till Vega Vale starts their world tour. When's that? Oh, I have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo. Now what do we do with customers again? Right, yeah. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? Smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. A classic, and you? I liked Death Cab for Cutie back in the day, so I'm gonna go with decaf for cutie. A decaf for cutie, please. Don't want too much caffeine. Decaf sounds like you're settling. I have a very early bedtime that I just can't miss. Sound of Settling is the Death Cab for Cutie song, which was the band this is a pun off of, so when I said it sounded like you were settling, I'm gonna stop talking now. Coming right up! I realize that Pablo and Matt's voices sound really similar. I'm doing my best to make them different, but I'm only one person here, come on. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hey. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours. I was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Hey. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird, but I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda. We start walking to the record store. Oh. Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. Okay, I never looked at the band things you can see. So Yacht Club Miracle, Dinner Food, Steady Bow, Sad Swears, typical punk, I think. Fake Beard Arms Race, I like that one. Dover Ghost, and Couples Therapy. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? A lot of people try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but really I just think it's nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That's why I try to get as many of the records I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so we could record our favorite songs? Made each listen really special. Mixtapes are even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. Look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Vanilla. You could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's gonna be as boring as fucking possible. Daffodil Mountain Spring. What's your favorite ambient sound? Star Trek Bridge ambiance. It's a dream vacation spot. Backyard. It's your deepest, darkest fear. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe? I worry about that constantly. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Dark Night of the Soul by Danger Mouse. This one almost didn't get released, but there are a ton of awesome collabs on it. Super underrated album. I think you'll really enjoy it. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. Young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Is your stuff today, Matt? Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Rima Drive. Tight. Cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? Nerd's my buddy Nick. Nick, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Third Wave's gonna do a special acoustic performance. I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and me should come by that night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything, will Vegan Veil be playing? If only. Finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? I think music's a very time, place sort of thing. A song is important to me, and not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. Music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, being so poor I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff. Listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert demanded me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm really not a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I can find out. You want to get high and listen to our new records? Say no to drugs. Nah, man. I think I'm good. It's a little juvenile, I guess. Let's just go back to my place and listen to them. I mean, I know that cuts out a whole part with Lucian and The oregano is pretty funny. But going for the bad endings here. Matt and I walk back to the cul-de-sac and head into his house. I hope he isn't bummed about the whole no weed thing. We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. Look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures of the two. Who's that? Ah, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness of the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started getting notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Oh, seems like a life some people only dream of. It was. It was difficult at the same time. Couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew we couldn't do forever. The long hours on the road, missing a family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rose always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Matt, that I'm going to have to pry you about your dead wife to get the bad ending. Don't be.
I don't know if I should.
I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Oh.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? I'm out of practice. Why sorry, don't know why I'm yawning so much. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh, yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band the Eagle Rock Bay High School had ever had to offer.
Oh.
No way, has ska face? Face? Ska never dies.
Hey, yeah.
Except for Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Yeah, sounds great.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Hey.
I sit down at the piano. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Start jamming out a piano rendition of the infamous song that you would play at parties in hopes of getting people to like you.
Hey, yeah.
I don't really remember it. Cool. Alright, buddy, can you top that?
I don't know if
I
I should.
shouldn't. Aw, come on. No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Wonderwall by Oasis. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. What'll I do to get the eggplants? Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I never would have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Hey.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone, having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Right, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is.
Oh, man.
Thanks.
Oh.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. Walk inside and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door.
Huh.
Knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
Ah.
Wait, no. Hi, hungry? No! I'm Dad! Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How is record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening at his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life, I'm a House Hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter who is crying uncontrollably over the cover of the walls. They know they can paint the color of their house and the walls of their house any color they want, right? Like, I get it both ways. One, painting is work. Painting is more money, and if you're already on a tight budget when looking for a house, I get you don't want to spend more money. Two, it's not that much work or that much money. If you're buying a house, just spend a little bit more to get the color walls you want and don't fucking complain about it on TV. Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Smile as often as you can, it'll make others around you feel more comfortable. Dig complete. How'd I do? B.
Some great stuff out there.
Extended cut is the only cut worth watching. Depends on the movie. Good tire. Okay. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. Casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. Wait, where were you? Where was I? Because clearly I don't work. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. Drop of water hits my head. Now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I could certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. Look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone and in the corner. Yeah, you just said it. Nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into middle distance. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to her. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. This seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Fuck, I don't know what to do. I want to see where this goes. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. I got it. She clearly does not got it.
Hey.
You know what? Hang out here for a second. Walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets? Nah. Ain't her thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. Still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street toward the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I... Just sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm just having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait. Can we just... Hold on. What's wrong? How about another drink? Old time's sake? Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. Okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I need some water. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Join me next time. We're going to finish up Matt's run and do it badly. Bye-bye.